Good afternoon. Oh, get a good stretch in. How's everyone doing this evening? Yep. So it's a pretty weird one. Usually I don't do drawing streams on Tuesdays. Usually do them on Monday mornings, but everything kind of got backed up because we didn't stream Friday night. But we might be pushing it to Saturday morning. I think that'll be a better thing. Or maybe Friday morning. We do a morning stream. Because our schedule at work has been all over the place. So it's been like very, very hard for me to keep a consistent schedule. But this week is my normal week. So is next week, I believe. So everything should be back to normal for at least the next 2 weeks. But yeah, I think from here on out I have my normal schedule, but maybe a Sunday here and there I'm working, but I don't work on Mondays and Fridays and Saturdays. So I can probably start getting back into a little bit of a routine going into the wintertime. That's what I'm hoping. So anyway, let's get into it. But we'll be doing some vehicle stickers slash keychains. We're gonna make some of these stickers and keychains, but it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna do the artwork for them. So, mainly because I'm kind of behind on some of the drawing on a lot of this stuff, so I want to go ahead and get it done because that is not my main source of income right now, but it is what it is. So, but we're doing this one. This is RoadKill from Twisted Metal. The Twisted Metal series. It's based on a lot of them, so it's not based on any one of them. So, yeah, it could be from Twisted Metal Black, Twisted Metal OG, but this was what's the next Night Ride is going to be. The next Night Ride would be Twisted Metal Head On Extra Twisted Edition, which I've never played because of the show that came out recently. But I decided kind of like the last minute is I want to do a drawing stream because yeah, because there's a lot of I haven't really been able to really get any of these done. So I got Sweet Tooth done. I should be sitting in printing him tonight and get him ready for this week. He's going out this Friday. Maybe I can bring him up, show you guys what he looks like. Yeah. Alright, so this is him. This is what he looks like. But yeah, it's based off the original Sweet Tooth. It's like kind of like my own rendition of him. As well as all of these, they're like my own little renditions of them, but they're still the characters or the vehicles. So this is my version of thing, which does resemble a lot of them. All right, so let's I sketched this out in 15 minutes yesterday, and yeah, I wanted to kind of sit here, chill, talk, and kind of do the line art, and do and just kind of chat around. have a very slow day. I don't know how long the stream's going to be. I also have the Supra. Oop, I hit the microphone. Also the Supra as well. We might get to that one today. We might not. But this one was supposed to go out this week, but I watched the Twisted Metal TV series. And I was like, I felt inspired to draw these Twisted Metal vehicles, so I'm going to be doing that for the most part. But the Supra is going to come out. So we had the RX-7. Man, I can't talk today. I just woke up from a nap. But we had the RX-7 go out. So fun. But to answer your question, I'm doing well. It seems like I'm starting to catch a cold. But I think it's just because I woke up. Got a little bit of a runny nose. It's usually how it is. Yep. After I pay off my housemate the $700 I owe her, which should be next week, I'm hoping. Not this week, but next week. And after I get my car finished, which I need 2 new tires for it. That's the main thing. I think I need brakes or what have you. I got the car realigned, which I needed to. I've never had to have the car realigned, and we kind of needed it for a little while, but got the car realigned. It now drives like it brand new. So I'll do that later. But yeah, I'm doing all right. Get these right here. I mean, the vehicle was safe, but it just felt unsafe because it was so unaligned because of all the potholes and the harsh winter we had. Which I'm hoping this winter is not as bad as last winter's. That really just destroyed. And also I realized that if they're not finished, because they're doing road work on the main road out there, if they're not finished and have the road open by wintertime, and it sits there all a winter, there's going to be like, if it gets really bad like it did, I won't be able to go to work for like a week if it gets really bad like it did last year. So I'm hoping they finish it before then. Looks like they're like really working hard to get it done, but who knows. But yeah, the car was like very aligned, so it shook at high speeds, which is, again, it is bad. But it was technically okay. If I drew it way too long with it unaligned, it could have like fell apart, but I wasn't planning on driving it that long. As soon as it started shaking, I'm like, all right, well, I gotta find some money to do it. Luckily, it wasn't that expensive to do it, so I went ahead and got the second thing on the list, which was tires. So I got two front tires, or two new tires to replace the old busted ones, and rotated them. So when I go back and get the other tires, so I have a bunch of new tires, so I have to worry about tires for at least 80,000 miles, which is 3 or 4 years, something like that. So I don't plan on driving it really long distances anymore, but you never know. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. The plows won't come, and we kind of need them. We didn't really get plowed last year, or like at least our alleyway at all, because I think because my housemate got stuck, and they were plowing, and they saw it, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna plow half the road and then not plow the other half because you're stuck. We can't get to it." So I don't think we got plowed. And that was kind of a problem. Yeah. I mean, they probably won't like they don't. And you don't have a car that is good in the winter. I mean, I don't have a car that's good in the winter, but it's better for it than yours is. I wanna pretty sure it's be very expensive, but at some point I wanted to fork over and get some like a winter tire set, so I just switch out. So I'll have a winter tire set and then the summer tire set. So it'll be very, very expensive, but I'll cut my tire wear in half. So all I do is pay like a little fee to get them changed out every year. Yeah, I know, and again, it's what you wanted, and you knew all the good and bad things about it when you got it. But it is gonna be, you did get it like halfway through the winter. So this winter is gonna be this first like big test. Which again, if it's mild, it should be fine. And if we get plowed regularly, it should be okay. But if you don't get plowed regularly, it can be, it might be pretty bad. So we just gotta make sure it's okay. There we go. And again, like, your big job is carrying the kid. I can carry the kid to school when I'm not driving. But again, or when am I going to work? Oh, so let's just say. Now, that might save a little bit, but still. Excuse me, man. Got the hiccups and the nose is running. What's up with me right now? Yeah, I mean that would help out a lot. Which means all you had to do is get up with him, make sure he's up. Because he doesn't ride the bus. Because I don't think charter schools have the bus. Have buses. Yeah, he's a big boy. I think he'll be fine. He's going to be what, 9 next year? So he's getting up there. He's almost double digits. That reminds me, I need to look at his Pokemon cards. I was too asleep yesterday to look at them. Wanted to show me Pokemon cards. I need to like get my Pokemon cards out of my car and just give it to them. Cause I don't have a reason to keep them because I don't play or do anything, and if they're old, they're probably not worth that much, or they could be. Who knows? Yeah. I mean, well, at least sometimes, most of the time I kind of look at them, but last night I was kind of tired and it's like I didn't really want to look at them. And I actually like card games like that, like Yu-Gi-Oh and oh, I hated that I forget and I changed my line weight, so it looks kind of thick in places. Alright, I think it's all done. Let's see what happens. Yeah. So I could probably start doing the dark corners and getting it all filled. So make it a little bit look a little more fill out. Excuse me. I am. Yeah, I know. You guys sat him down and taught him how to play chess. Maybe I should teach him how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And completely ruin his life. Which I haven't did a Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream yet. I used to play Master Duel a lot, like last year. I played a little bit this year, but not as much. I just not as competent at it this time. I play the good old reliable machine deck that I play. That's still going strong. Yeah, I mean you have a few decks, but I only have like I think 3 decks that I can actively play. So that'd be kind of boring after a while. That's kind of the reason. If I'm playing like just casual duels and stuff like that, uh, where it doesn't like nothing really matters and it's not like competitive or whatever, it might be a pretty fun few hour stream. But I wouldn't mind like getting a lot of people together, like my brother, my DJ, and maybe a couple of people we know together and have like a small tournament. But I don't know. That'd be a really fun stream. But I don't know. Yeah, Indigo in his new enclosures finally started webbing. So he's webbing now, which is a good thing. But he's still cramming himself up. Like he has all this space now, and he's cramming himself up into this little space. And a little while ago, I haven't checked on him since, but when I got home, he was looks like he was curled up a little bit. Um, yeah, I mean he's not squeezed himself like he used to in the other one, but he's curled himself up because he has like the log or the cork bark and everything back in back in the back there where he can crawl on and hide behind and everything, and I put that for a reason so he has some place to hide. But he never goes back there. He's literally put his web out front in front of everything in the front of the enclosure, and he was kind of like curling up like he's in a stress pose. So I can't see him from here, so I don't know if he's still there or not. Looks like he's kind of on the corner, stretched out again, so I think he's fine. But he kind of scares me when he goes into a stress pose, or wait, looks like a stress pose. I don't know if it's like him just cramping up because he's hiding or trying to, or not. It kind of freaks me out because he is the oldest, and he's also the most stressful to have. When we first got our stuff, our tarantulas, he was the first, and I want to make sure he lasts a good while, get everything he needs. Went through the trials and tribulations of him when he was a kid, little baby, to make sure he's good. So hopefully he's fine. We have to move him into one more enclosure, and he will be at his that won't be for a little while. He is in his quote-unquote final size enclosure. So, alright, just go ahead and round these little things off right here. And then we can go to the base colors. Yeah, there's so much dust and stuff on my screen. We can go into making the base colors, and the coloring shouldn't take too long. Wait, is the yeah, time lapse is on, so good. So I should have a time lapse of this probably tomorrow or something on Instagram. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, there we go. We got it. Alright, so... let's go ahead and start doing the base colors. Now, RoadKill is kind of... he doesn't really have a standard color. He's just a car made of amalgamation of parts. No, it's just unless you want to put your C. elegans into a C. elegans into like a more refined enclosure. She should be in her final enclosure, roughly. Indigo isn't his final size. I just got to want him to have a better looking enclosure. It's mainly for looks. He can stay in that one, that'd be fine. But I want a better looking enclosure for him. Echo. He'll be in his like final enclosure. He'll probably get like, he'll get him his final enclosure. I think his next enclosure is his quote unquote final, because his is he is about as big as Indigo would be. Yeah. That's the thing about it. Like, I want to move Fuchsia into a better one, but I also want to wait until she gets big enough, and she's going to be moving to her final enclosure, which is going to be a 5 to 10 gallon tank. She's going to be a big spider. So she's going into one of those, and that'll be her final one. But she has a little ways to go before then. Alright. So I want to do like kind of a reddish silver for this one. Oh, excuse me. And then let's go back to this, but we're going to change it to blue. A little bit different. Hmm. Could be more green. 'Cause they're basically tank cannons. These gonna be flat gray. Also, the lights are just gonna be just regular dim lights. Nothing too special. Just gonna have, yeah, pretty much those. We're gonna be changing different colors as we go along. There we go. I just noticed this is probably one of the cars that look the least cartoony-ish, but it's still cartoony-ish in proportions. Like, I have to stop myself from making them, like, too, like, realistic. Which is a good thing, because I learned how to draw technically. Yeah, actually technically. By drawing realistic vehicles when I was younger. That's how I learned to draw and learn to be more of a technical illustrator, where I can just draw stuff from just by looking at them instead of like, you know, drawing from memory, which I am very, very bad at. I am extremely bad at. Okay, so why not see what this looks like? Probably not gloomy enough, to be honest. That looks fine. We're gonna have probably, let's do the same thing blue. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think that looks fine. We're gonna draw like dings and scrapes and stuff like that and weather it out a bit. So it's not that big a deal. Alright, so let's, speaking of weathering, let's go ahead and start doing that. See what Gauss do. Let's see what this Gauss does. Yeah. So we can turn it to a little bit of rust color. Just kind of lightly go over it. This one looks more like blood. We don't want it to be blood. You only want it to be on that. So it's very bright. So what if I turn it down a little bit? Yeah. We probably go back over with some brown to give it that very aged look. We'll paint it up like this. And then we'll go over it with some brown. A little bit of a darker brown. Yeah. I mean, that's what, again, that's what RoadKill is. It's just a junker. So he's got rust and stuff on it. There we go. I put some more red on it. Because it is a bunch of car parts from a junkyard. That's kind of put together. Let's see what this does. Okay. Like that, and then do some salt, like spray on like the doors and stuff of like red. Let's do this red right here. Actually, we should do it. Like he spray painted the door. Probably do some blue. We should do a light blue on the hood. That's too bright. Go ahead, we can erase this. Alright, go back over it with probably some brown, just to give it a dirty look. Yeah, I don't like the lighter browns to be too light. Here. It's too much. Is it too dark? Let's go back over it. Turn this around. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, make him a little bit rusty. Dirty. Filthy. Guy, again, that's kind of how he is. Oop. There we go. Just get that little bit right there. Dirty up this and okay. Do some little bit of rust, a little bit of work on the grill as well. Oh. I learned from painting the BattleTech miniatures how this stuff works. And it's came in handy a lot. Like again, this is supposed to be a junker, basically. We can probably go and look at what some of them look like. Which one? Oh, come on. So we get the gallery. It's on here somewhere. At the very top. I swear. I want to show, because I had the gallery up yesterday. Yeah. Okay. See if this works. Huh, it does. So this is what he looked like in the original game. He looked like he was supposed to be a car that was just really amalgamation of a bunch of other car parts. Just thrown together as like a death machine. This is him in 2. He looked a little bit more formed like a Camaro, but still like put together. This is him in Thinking 3. The worst game of the series. I don't think he looked that good. This is him in black. because I don't think he was in 4. This is where I got the tank cannons from the front and more of the styling of him from. And this is him from Head On, which is my personal favorite of the series. So I kind of like to keep a little bit of everything from all the games. Yeah, that's a little more better. What it looks like in Twisted Metal Lost, which is the canceled Twisted Metal for the PS2. This would be a sequel to Black, but it got canceled. And they did release a build of it officially in the Extra Twisted Edition, which I will play probably next week for Night Drive. But yeah, this is what he looked like in that. And this is the vehicle from the newest Twisted Metal for PS3. But he wasn't a character. He was just a car. It's just a car. So that's what RoadKill looked like in that game. I really wish the I really wish the we can emulate this or run it, because the PS3 is very hard to get the capture cards to work for. Music cut off. Oh, it's in retime. It's fine. Because I would love to play this again on stream. Get a bunch of buddies together and play this again. Not even on stream, just play it together entirely. Just play it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Because this is one of the best playing ones, because it's the newest one. But the PS3 emulator doesn't work well with this game. It works well with a lot of games, but not this game. There we go. Get the music back on. But again, it's really hard to get it working or whatever. I have it. I think I have a PS3. I can probably drag it out. I just don't have a controller for it. So I might try to drag it out and see if I can find it. And that's what it looks like in the television series. I think it looks really, really good. It's probably one of the better renditions of it. It was really cool to see this one, which is a mixture between Twisted Metal 2 looking one. I really like the way this one looks. They did a pretty good job with the actual cars in the Twisted Metal series, the live action series. They did a very, very good job with them, because they look like their original counterparts, but they didn't mess with it too much. So, all right. Let's do some shading. I think shading and maybe a little tweaking here and there. I think this one will be done. Yeah, we're only an hour into this, so this might be a very short stream, which is fine. Sometimes you just need a little hour 10-minute stream or whatever. It's a good short stream. Don't overstay your welcome. Still get stuff done. Maybe you can go out for a walk before it gets dark. And I'll finish this up and this will be ready. I'm welcome. What am I welcome for? Ow. I am welcome. I still don't get it. What am I welcome for? Did I say thank you? I didn't know about it. Oh. Do, do. Well, what I mean by overstaying it, for me, it's like when I'm burned out and I don't have anything interesting to talk about, or I'm starting to become a little tired, because streaming, although I like it, is very, very taxing on me. I can't, you know, stream for long hours and stuff like that like some people can. I do want to do some long hour streams. I have some stuff in mind for that. But having reached that point where I'm comfortable enough to do it. I think we did some 5-hour streams before. We are going to do some longer streams in the future. But right now we're worried about getting some new equipment so that we can do them properly. My friend's got to get her new computer, get that all set up, so that we can start doing some cool things. Excuse me, cool things together that she can't do necessarily right now. Oop. Hmm? Why are you sorry for? No, it's not your fault. Like, we can still do things. Um, but I think it's be better, like, if you're doing like a build stream or building like Legos or something like that, like doing a Lego stream or what have you, it would be better to do that in your office when we have more space to do stuff. Um, and stuff like that. And I think we can probably still do it with your laptop, but it probably won't be ideal. But like we can do IRL, quote unquote IRL, like streamed where like I'm painting a miniature for BattleTech, which I want to do, or I am putting together a Gunpla or something like that. I can do that if I really wanted to. I can get everything set up to do it. I just don't have the proper equipment to do it right now, and enough. I need a new USB hub that actually works, because my USB hubs are like, they work, but most of the stuff I need, like, I don't know, it just, you have to plug it into the actual computer for them to work, because they need just be directly put into the computer, and it kind of sucks. So it's not your fault. I don't know why you're saying that. It's fine. Like you're again, it's actually my fault you don't have it yet because I should have paid you properly. But we made a deal, and I wanted to get my car fixed first. And now, my car is it's drivable right now. I still got one more thing I want to do with it. Now I can pay you back my next paycheck. So now you can actually go and get the rest of your build. Because I think all you need is a graphics card and a power supply, if I'm not mistaken, to make the computer work. Because you have your keyboard, you have your mouse. Cooling, yeah, you need a radiator too. Radiator's not that expensive, so you should be able to pick one out. So yeah, you don't have a whole lot. You got most of the expensive parts. And the graphics card is the next expensive part. Yeah, storage as well. Again, the graphics card is gonna be the most expensive. Storage is, I mean, I have 18 terabytes of hard drive space. Probably more than that. Excuse me, of hard drive space. I think it's 20. I think it's 24, something like that, terabytes of hard drive space. Most of it cannot be used for like gaming or whatever, because a lot of it is just storage, just to hold, to back up my stuff. That's what most of it is. But still, though. All right, so a little bit of shading there. I could do some highlights. That's way too much. Let's go up. Let's do these like that, and we can. Like a little. Make sure it still keeps its texture. And then for this, we can do a soft. So you basically almost have your computer finished. I still don't like the way that gun looks, but there's something really much I can do for it now. I just gotta live with it. What if I do? Oh. Why does it do all of it? No, that can stay there. I want to do some very light blue. It's right here. There we go. Now I'll do some cracks and stuff in the windshields. Alright, let's go back to... There we go. Go back in. I mean, to me, as the person who's drawing it, it looks very crooked, and I don't like crookeds, but it's not much I can do about it. Only I can see it anyway. That's when I have to kind of let go, because I'm a perfectionist. You have to kind of let go of stuff over time. So it's kind of like you have to kind of just... No one's going to really recognize it. They're going to look at it as a whole and not see that. I mean, it's supposed to be tank cannons. It's not supposed to be crooked. I mean, it can be, because this is a very busted up car. So, Yeah. Put some like this on it. I'm kind of glad I started to do this again, but the problem is with doing a lot of stuff is that it's not consistent. When you're selling stuff through a store, it's not consistent. And that is what makes or breaks your sales and stuff, is being like a consistent style of what you do. Like, I'm consistent at drawing, but I like to do a bunch of different things, and that's really, really hard to do nowadays. So we added a second store, Subsliminal Spaces, for the slimes. We have the original Cedar Draws is mainly focused on mechanical stuff like cars and robots and stuff. And that's what it's mostly going to be from now on. And then I might open up another store that will have the VTuber stuff, because I still want to draw VTubers. Like, I'm not opposed to drawing stuff like that. Like, we have an Iron Mouse stuff coming up relatively soon. Whenever I finish it, I'm still working on it. That's coming up very, very soon. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one's gonna be way on up here, and it's not gonna be that. There you go. So add a little bit more stuff to it to kind of give it more depth. Yeah. So take this. Let's do reddish. Drawing to more red, and do radial blur. Let's sit there for a bit. This one should be finished, and I'm probably going to go touch grass. So we got a little bit of red here, and then we're going to lower it down just enough that it shows without like this being overbearing. So we're going to kind of lower it down a bit, just enough. And I think that's everything. Maybe do some metal scratches on it. So we just add another layer. Do this, maybe a little lighter. Where's the effect? I think we have some metal scratches. Yeah. So like this. Some little metal scratches on it. Yeah, this is something that probably not a whole lot of people would see, but it's still there. Yeah. Again, it gives it more, like, this is an old car being thrown together. So, It looks a little bit more filled out. Go ahead and save it. And there we have it. Go ahead and give a good shot of it. So that's RoadKill, or my version of RoadKill. Still RoadKill. I hope I did a good job of capturing it tonight. It's a relatively short stream. But we got a lot done. And this will be out as a sticker relatively soon. The Supra will be probably worked on this week as well, and it'll probably be ready to go. Ready to go by its time to release as well, which is this one right here. I'm gonna be working on this one a little bit more. This is, you know, this was, again, I sketched these out very, very quickly, so this is just a sketch. And Sweet Tooth should be going out this week, and RoadKill probably the following week if everything else happens. But I might do another BattleTech Mac, but we'll have to see. My schedule for it's all over the place. So anyway, I'm gonna call it here for tonight. I want to go out, go out for a nice walk, a nice relaxing walk. Go outside, give me some fresh air. And I will be streaming Friday night. It'll be late night, either Friday night or Saturday morning. Yeah, check out our store. You should have seen it down the bottom, but we check out our store. We have some new stuff, and we are currently in that weird phase where we kind of know what people want and know what we want to do, and we're kind of switching things around. So it's going to be a little bit confusing for a little bit, but everything should be there. You can look and check out all the stuff we have. We have some BattleTech stuff. We have cars. We have the RX-7 that went out this week or last week. We have the A86 from Initial D if you want to have a sticker of that. Eventually we'll have some keychains. I am going to be working on a shaker keychain, my very first shaker keychain, which is going to be very exciting. But yeah, we're going to have some keychains and stuff over the next few months. So yeah, look forward to that in the store. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me move my hand down. Next week is going to be normal Tuesday stuff with Night Drive. That'll be Twisted Metal Head-On Extra Twisted Edition. I hope you join me for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. As well as Monday morning is going to be the Back to the Drawing stream. I might be doing the Supra on that day. I might be doing something else. I got an Iron Mouse that I'm working on as well, so we'll see how that goes. But next week should be fun. Should be back to regularly scheduled stuff. At least for the time being. I know you will. You're forced to. I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah. Ooh. Alright, well. Thanks for hanging out. I'll talk to you guys later. Good night.